So before myTurf, I was using, basically I was handwriting all my notes, keeping track of equipment that way, which kind of made it difficult to go back and look at certain tasks that I had done.
Yeah, before myTurf, I'd have the old paper manuals. I'd look to see what I needed, get the part number, I'd have to call it in.
Whereas using myTurf, you know, I can quickly go back, you know, using the computer, I can quickly go back and look at something that I had done in the past, whether it be replacing a hydraulic line or, you know, just seeing how recently I changed the oil in the specific machine.
When it comes to equipment maintenance and even budget, the myTurf is an invaluable tool.
You know, back in the day when you used to have to break out a manual all the time and make notes and then get on the phone, call in, order parts, those days are over.
So we have been using myTurf to, you know, find and locate the correct parts through the diagrams and pages that they have set up on myTurf. Also keep track of the inventory we have in stock.
One of the things we like about myTurf here is the ability to order when Store Tractor is closed. Early in the mornings, Saturdays, Sundays is very convenient for us. It allows us to not be bogged down Monday mornings after a weekend where we needed to order some parts. They leave at 2 o'clock, we're here to 4 or 5 o'clock. Come in at the end of the day, put the order in, 9 out of 10 times it's here the next day, or if it's coming from Minnesota, it's here, you know, 2 days later. So.
And if something happens to break down in the field, which they generally do, I grab my laptop, we go right out there, and I got all my manuals with me. Easy and fast to diagnose and repair when you're away from your shop.
Is you can access it wherever you are as long as you have internet. You can use your phone, you can use an iPad, tablet, laptop. I was on vacation and one of my guys bent a blade. I didn't have one, I knew I didn't have one, so I ordered that blade while I was away on vacation and it came in and was installed by someone else.
So every month I'll print out all my orders, and then this way I have all the payments and, you know, pricing and everything to keep track of my budget.
We are starting to track our older equipment and how much we're putting into keeping a piece of machinery operational compared to what we might be saving if we purchase a new piece of equipment. It gives me ammunition to go to the owners and say, listen, this machine's costing this much money a year, and at this point with the amount of hours that it has on it, I'm not comfortable spending all this money on keeping that piece of equipment operating. Let's think about upgrading and purchasing a new piece of equipment.
I like the ability that you have to generate a report to see cost of ownership, to see if something's costing you a lot of money to keep going, whereas, you know, it'd be more, make more sense to own something brand new.
But it's nice to have that tracking, you know, on a, you know, that I can access and not just the office. You know, to go up there and ask her to look at through all the invoices, it's cumbersome, where I can do it right here and we can get the information that we need.
I have 73 pieces of equipment loaded into this currently, and not all of it's Toro actually. I do track other manufacturers' equipment. I installed Toro's meters into their equipment, and it's fantastic.
I didn't have wireless hour meters right away, but what I did was I ordered them through Toro and then installed them on my machines. Not only Toro equipment, other brands as well, just to kind of help me keep track of hours and maintenance records that way. Kind of doesn't let anything slip through the cracks. If something's due for an oil change, I can set it up custom on here and it'll tell me when it needs an oil change. That way it doesn't go 4 months over or, you know, 400 hours over.
For me, as the superintendent, going from myTurf, which I have an app for, and the irrigation system I have an app for, but the new dashboard, I'll be able to go to one site and be able to operate the irrigation system. You know, I can't wait to implement that.
I come in the next morning when things are calm and quiet, and I sit down, fill out my work orders, close them out, and then go out through the day, and the same thing would happen the next following morning. So it allows me to kind of not sit on a computer when the day is going.
In my 35 years of experience, I've gone from everything being on a clipboard or just being random notes to now it's all one size fits all. It's all under one roof. And I don't need to worry about where my manuals are, if they're up to date, if I have the proper ones for my unit, because they're all loaded in there by serial number, and I always know I'm going to get the right part.
It saves so much time. It's convenient. Once you set up your asset list, you have everything from full service manuals to service bulletins right at your fingertips.
And it's fantastic.